I did mention Michelle Obama. We talked about this a little bit on Friday. You know, take a listen.
The allegations that have come out in the media in the last few weeks really were around for years. David Garrow's book that had the quote where Obama said he makes love to men in his imagination came out several years ago. And of course, Larry Sinclair was from way back in 2008. So the fact that these are coming to the surface tells you that I think there's something going on in Obama world. And I make the case that I believe that Joe Biden is on his way out. I think that's pretty much the consensus. Nobody really believes he'll be the candidate in 2024 because of health, because of corruption, because of his terrible record. And I make the case in my film and book that Michelle has been pretty much copying Barack Obama's path to the White House.
All right, so this is a guy who wrote this book, Michelle Obama 2024. He wrote it back in 2022. And his thought is, you know, there's no way that Joe Biden's going to make it. Like, there's just no way, right? He's failing on his health. He's got his son's disastrous record that perhaps it sounds like he might have had some involvement in. We've been talking about that a lot. And so if Michelle Obama runs, does she actually win it? He's making the point that all this junk is coming out right now. I mean, you saw Larry Sinclair. I'm going to play you a little clip. I just hate talking about this stuff. I mean, the world is so darn freaking seedy, right? Here is Larry Sinclair making some pretty bold accusations against Obama on Tucker Carlson's show.
We get back in the limo. The driver takes us wherever it is that Barack had instructed him to take us. I had given Barack $250 to pay for Coke. He gets out, comes back. I start putting a line on a CD tray to snort.
And you're in the limo.
Yep.
Driving or parked?
No.
Okay, by the way, it gets worse. I'm going to leave it there. You guys can watch it if you want, but pretty seedy stuff involving homosexuality and drugs and da-da-da. Anyway, so some people are speculating, why is this all coming out right now? Is it because Michelle Obama is going to run in 2024? Are they trying to send a warning or something? Look, I would just say this. I know a lot of you disagree. In fact, I was looking at some of the commentary over the weekend. Curious, let me know what you think in the comments right now, actually, given it's a live show, or if you want to put in the comments below if you're watching after the fact. Do you think she would be a real threat? I think I get it. So many of you are like, okay, she's a real threat because of the system, because of the establishment. But I'm just going to say, like, as a candidate, I don't see her as a real threat. I see her as like manna from heaven for Donald Trump because she is so incredibly unlikable. She is so incredibly unlikable. And I covered Barack Obama's campaigns in 2008. And of course, the 2012 as well. I ran all the political coverage of Bloomberg at that time. They were hiding her. Like in the basement, like they had to do Biden, right? Like they did not want her out and about because every time she spoke, she just stepped in it over and over. She was insulting. She was insulting our country. She was insulting our ability to get along. I mean, all this divisiveness, this race stuff, this all came, I'm sorry, but it came initially with the Obamas. Like we had worked through a lot of this stuff. Heck, we elected him, right? If we were a racist country, really think that we're going to elect a black man for president? So we had kind of like turned the corner on this and whoa, it all came back in spades. She was a big part of that. And they actually used to hide her away. They didn't want her being seen. So I hear you in that, yeah, she's clued in, the establishment likes her, and she would be threatening from that perspective. But in terms of the people, I think actually she's got a lot of negativity, more than Hillary Clinton, if you can imagine that. And consequently, she would not be extremely welcomed. Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.